And good afternoon. I'm Tracy Sinclair here at Alaska's News Source, and we are heading in to the long weekend. We thought we'd give you a quick look at some of the recreational options that you might have and give you some of the forecast for some specific areas. Let's start though with one critical item that I know a number of my friends are dealing with, and of course that is the pollen count. Now we are still seeing high tree pollen. Those are often birch, mainly birch and aspen at this time. Now this is in the Anchorage area. They don't measure mold. We're also seeing pretty much no weeds reported, no grass pollens being reported. Now in Fairbanks, very similar conditions, also seeing high pollen levels for trees in the same area, also dealing with very similar kinds. And this is of course coming from the UAF Cooperative Extension Program. So high tree pollen both in the south central area and into the interior. So if you are feeling pollen symptoms, allergy symptoms, this might be what is causing it. Let's take a look at what you might want to be doing this weekend. If you're in South Central and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get out, I'm going to get some yard work done, actually looks like it could be pretty good in the morning hours. Now we do expect a possibility of some afternoon storms coming through, so just kind of be prepared. Those will typically be in the valleys, often sometimes on the Kenai Peninsula. Could see those afternoon storms popping up. Just kind of be prepared that we could have those come through. And in Anchorage, you know, we do have some great bike trails here. If you're thinking about getting out on our Saturday, overall it's looking pretty good. I think we do see hit and miss clouds throughout the day, looking for our daytime temperatures to warm up right near that 60-degree mark once again. Again, do have nice trails in here. I've got my bike tires pumped up. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of time to ride this weekend. Into the interior, you know, might be a good weekend to do a little bit of grilling, but you do want to watch out if you are recreating. And this is not only in Fairbanks proper, but throughout most of the interior. Good chance that you're going to see some afternoon and evening thunderstorms, and those could produce a lot of rain. The concern with this is not only, of course, lightning going through, but also the heavy rain rising rivers and creeks. We do have some areas of small creeks that could rise rather rapidly if you get a downburst. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what you're near, and also just kind of be aware, keep track of that weather forecast. And when you start to see maybe some of those storms start to build, to go ahead and make sure that you are away from some of those smaller creeks and streams that could cause a little bit of flooding. You just want to be prepared for that. But you know, overall, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Fairbanks still not reached 70 degrees yet this summer, and we are still seeing cooler temperatures for today, but expecting it to warm up over the weekend. Of course, it is Memorial Day. This is the day that we honor those who have fallen in the line of duty. There will be celebrations throughout the state on Memorial Day. We have a special that we're airing on Monday, and it's called Memorial Day Reflections. You can watch it in South Central at 5 o'clock, and again on the late edition, and then in the interior at 6 o'clock, and again on the late edition. And that just kind of looks back on some of the celebrations that we've had, and we talked to several people who have connections with the military and some very deep, meaningful connections with Memorial Day itself. Now, as for our forecast here in the Anchorage area, we're still trying to get to 60 degrees. We have our best chance on Saturday, and I do think we see a few clouds coming in on Sunday and on Monday. Here's what we're looking at over the next 3 days across the state. We are expecting to see some pop-up rain showers coming through. Southeast, it's more than pop-up for you. You're expecting another round of heavy rain coming through on Saturday. More of those pop-up showers in South Central and into the interior, even into Southwest Alaska. Now there's a weak front that kind of starts into Western Alaska, Southwest Alaska on Saturday night, but it kind of breaks up and then almost reforms into the really southwest areas around Bristol Bay and into Kodiak, and that is going to swing a little bit of moisture into the Kodiak area as well. And this takes us all the way through Monday. So we do know that some people want to get out and do a little bit of fishing, and I will be absolutely transparent here. I am not a fisherman. I do not I'm not sure if these are the right places. I've been told these are where people are catching fish. So please check and continue to check that forecast, as it will continue to change throughout the weekend. But around Whittier, people's catching reds, I believe they said, and halibut, and also down around Seward, likely to be catching halibut. Looks like it could be quite stormy coming through around the Seward area, not only for today, but for Sunday and Monday as well, looking at winds to to 25 knots and seas to 7 feet. So just kind of be prepared for that. Could get to 20 knots on Monday around Whittier also. And then if you're actually inland, if you want to try that, areas around Big Lake, they say they're catching trout around Big Lake. Looking today and tomorrow to be mostly sunny, temperatures into the low 60s, a few extra clouds coming through on Sunday and Monday. That might be actually better for the fish. And then on Turnagain Arm, still catching hooligan, I believe. Mostly sunny skies. Again, please check with the actual Fish and Game websites to know what you're allowed to catch where. I am not a fishing expert, but mostly sunny skies coming through around Turnagain Arm, probably in temperatures into the mid 50s, both for Saturday and for Sunday. So that's what we've got coming up as we head into the long weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to sign up for our push alerts so you can always get these notifications when we do our weekly forecasts.